is the host of Unfiltered. By the way, I couldn't imagine a filtered Dan Bongino. What would a filtered Dan Bongino be like? That's impossible.
I don't know. I've never seen
I don't know what that would be like.
I don't know.
And 10 p.m. right here, Saturday nights on Fox. And Dan Bongino, and also Fox News correspondent at large, Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo, by his own definition, he shouldn't be president. By his own, how do you get 3 vaccines, push them every single second of every day, and monoclonal antibodies and not use them, mention them, and even though there's not a shortage, when Republican governors like Ron DeSantis use them, then you ration it. He has to go buy his own. How did we end up with more deaths in 2021? Sounds to me like he failed miserably on COVID.
It was a virulent epidemic that has continued to claim American lives, now approaching 800,000 dead. Sean, I did not support President Biden. I supported President Trump until the chaos began after the election. But in terms of the performance of President Biden, given the vaccines, I think that we need to have a policy in place. Erica and I and our daughter Sol just returned from the West Indies. We were tested 3 times before we went on our cruise ship. We were tested. We needed proof of vaccines. If all travelers are as rigorously cleared as we were, I think that the travel restrictions would be less mandatory. And I understand why Southern African countries feel that they are being discriminated against. But I think that, this vaccine doesn't recognize borders.
But you got to admit, what a lying hypocrite. Because he's the one that attacked Donald Trump. Xenophobic, hysterical, fear-mongering, racist. He said all of that. So that defines him.
Hypocrisy and politics are synonymous. I think that all politicians are hypocrites.
You know what? I'm not buying that.
And they take advantage of opportunities.
Could you name one thing that he's done that's successful? Name one.
That's not my job. Pondering it, I think that there is a calmer country than we had.
Are we better off in Afghanistan? No. More COVID deaths.
Absolutely
we got
not.
Chaos at the border. We've got the worst economy, highest inflation in 31 years. We went from energy independence and a net exporter of energy to now begging OPEC. Dan Bongino.
Geraldo's right, but he's wrong. Okay, yes, all politicians are hypocrites and they all lie. That's almost tautological. But that's not the point, Geraldo. The point is life is on the margin. Some people lie more than others. Again, we don't say, heat or no heat in the winter in our house. You say, how much heat? 91 degrees or 71 degrees? The point is, Joe Biden's a 91-degree liar. This guy lies all the time about everything. He's a grifter and a liar. The guy's autobiography is going to be in the fiction section of the library. They can't even get their own facts straight. Jen Psaki, when you opened up with Peter, Sean, talking about Joe Biden's criticism of the travel restrictions, did you guys catch what Psaki said? Geraldo, did you catch it? She said, no, we weren't responding to the travel restrictions. We were responding to a xenophobic tweet. You were? Because the alleged xenophobic tweet by Donald Trump was sent out on March 18th. Joe Biden started criticizing the travel restrictions in a tweet on March 12th. So how the hell was Joe Biden responding to a tweet on March 12th that Donald Trump didn't send till March 18th? And as you accurately stated, Sean, where was the press other than Ducey saying, hey, we noticed, we looked at the timeline here, it doesn't quite marry up. If you're not listening to Fox News tonight, you believe this crap from Peppermint Patty up at the Brady press stand. They're full of crap all the time. They're liars.
Geraldo?
Although you cannot deny, Dan, you cannot deny that President Trump did call it the Kung flu. He did call it the China virus time and time again. Said things about Chinatown and so forth. I mean, he did not help, ease some of the concerns of Asian people in this country when the beginning stages of this terrible plague began unfolding. I think that what we have to do as objective observers of what these fellows are saying, is to bust their chops when they do lie. And I think it's totally appropriate to compare what Biden said then to what he is saying now. Let the people realize that this hypocrisy is for real, and it's on both sides.
You did a little flipperoo on me there, okay? I said, listen, you're right, politicians lie. We're not arguing that. Point stipulated. You're a lawyer. You win. Biden lies more on the mark than anyone else we have ever had in the office. And then you turned it around to make it talking about Trump and the China virus. It's a virus from China. The Ebola virus is from the Ebola region in Africa. This is nothing new. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about Biden. The man is a grifter and a liar. He said the president should resign if they were responsible or in charge for 220,000 deaths.
What would you do about the travel? What would you do, Dan? What would you do about keeping foreigners out? Would you mandate some kind of quarantine
I wouldn't.
To keep the country safe? If Omicron really becomes this horrible thing? Have you thought of the externalities here? These travel restrictions clearly have not worked. Can we acknowledge that? And second, they're creating a perverse set of incentives. Now you have South Africa being punished for being honest about it when the disease was apparently in the Netherlands first, and maybe they didn't detect it. Well, I don't disagree with that. I think that, right, I think that mandating vaccines and constant testing is appropriate. Right now, we have to buckle our seatbelts. We have another wave of this dreadful disease. We can't shake it.
Listen to me. The vaccine mandate is crap. There's no legal basis for it at the federal level. You know that. That Jacobson case was a state case.
I got disagree the vaccine. With that statement.
I'm still getting over from COVID tonight. Listen to me. My doctor told me I had lymphoma. Get the vaccine. I got the damn thing, double vaxxed. I had the worst damn case of COVID last week I've ever seen. No one's going to lecture me. What did the vaccine mandate do for me? Tell me, what did it do? Nothing. It did Zippo. I had 104 fever.
Maybe you would have died, Dan. Maybe you would have died. You can't say that,
guys.
I'm out of time.
Man.
It could be your disease was more mild because you had the vaccine.
I would add one thing. I would add one thing. By the way, Dan, we're glad you're better. Number one. Number two, I do what Ron DeSantis did.
Sure.
You know, we've had monoclonal antibodies. And anecdotally,
I got them, Sean. I was better in 36 hours.
Exactly. I would have those centers in every state, all over every state, and they seem to be the most effective therapeutic that I've seen. But ask your doctor. I'm not a doctor. I got to let you guys go. Always great to have you, especially when you're not really killing each other.